Good Sunday morning, folks. We're here at the Chandler Ice Den in Chandler, Arizona, on the outskirts of Phoenix. Getting ready for this game between the Team Colorado 14U AA girls and the Mountain Selects 14U AA girls. This is the final game of the series, Seed 1 versus Seed 2. Team Colorado, Seed 1, Mountain Selects Seed 2. They beat out Dallas for that second spot. And we are in the middle of warm-ups right now. I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Grip, that both of these teams are inevitably going to nationals in Sioux Falls next month. He is nodding vehemently. So we are going to see both of these teams in Sioux Falls at the beginning of April for the USA Hockey Nationals for the 14U AA girls. In the meantime, warm-ups are being done. We are just about ready to get rolling, so stick with us. We are getting ready to play a hockey game here in just a few minutes between these two good teams. Should be a fun game. Seed 1 and Seed 2 finishing off the weekend. In the meantime, enjoy the warm-ups. Because of the music, I'm going to go ahead and mute the microphone during the remainder of the warm-ups so we don't get flagged by YouTube. But we will be back with the audio after the warm-ups are completed. So as I previously stated, stick with us. We got a hockey game to be played. All right, we're going to do the national anthem before this game gets going. So I'm going to let the mic run, but so you can hear it. It's probably going to be really, really faint, so don't bother to turn your TV up. Just kind of bear with us. All right, looks like we're ready to get rolling. Players are putting their helmets back on. Referees are getting ready. As with all the games so far, the referees have been running a four-man system: 2 referees, 2 linesmen. Again, the referees, the ones wearing the orange armbands, are the only ones that can call penalties. The linesmen are merely there for icings, offsides, too many men. Well, that is one penalty the linesman can actually call. And anyway, there we go. We are ready to get rolling. 16 minutes on the clock. Championship game for the Rocky Mountain Districts. And we are ready to go. Starting out up front is... Sorry, didn't catch it. Boy, that was a quick one. That was Flanagan taking the draw, and that immediately pops out of the zone a big whopping 6 seconds into the play. So we're going to have a face-off right in front of the Colorado bench. Flanagan again taking the draw. I believe that's who that is. Back to Bachman. Bachman with it. Tries to get it up to Corrigan. Corrigan not able to get to it, but the Mountain Selects do. Picked up by number 79. Batted at by Flanagan. Back out of the zone. Bachman bounces it off the boards. Flanagan gets it and chips that in. Down number 60, I believe that is, Ingram. Ingram rims it around over to the far side. Stepped around Bachman. Marvisi, 3-on-1 with Marvisi. Marvisi does a good job of playing that one, but ends up losing on the second attempt. Shot wide of the net. It looks like we have Guerrera in net for Team Colorado. Waiting now with it. Chips up to Corrigan. Corrigan brings it into the zone. Shot blocked up front. Goes off of the body of Corrigan again, and Mountain Selects come out of the zone with it. Fry takes a swipe at it, not able to do so, off the side of the net. Colorado picks it back up. Long pass over to Corrigan. Corrigan with a little bit of a long shift there. Stepped around by Fry and thrown in. Rims around all the way over to the far side. Choi to pick it up. Beats out number 16. That's Pulliam. Puck stuck on the half wall for a little bit. Chipped up and out. And number 20 not able to gather that puck up. That was Biniecki, and she would have had a breakaway if she was able to get that puck wrapped up a little bit. Thrown in by Rowan. Rowan blows the tire and ends up going down. Number 20 picks it up. That's Biniecki and gets it towards the net, but it does not make it all the way there. Off the near side half wall and chipped down low. Pass picked off up to Storfa, and she bats it in. Picked up by 67, Duagardi, as Landa comes flying in and steals the puck. Eaton now racing for it. She gets around Duagardi, and Eaton still controlling it, bounces it off the far side corner. Thomason picks that one up. 69 Lake rims it around over to the near side up to 79. And pinched off on the board. 79 was Aslanian over to the far side and batted in by Eaton on a backhand. Lake takes it behind the net. Quick stop. And over to the near side, far side. Thomason grabs that off the boards, throws it right over the shoulder of Loeb. And that goes in the back of the net. Colorado strikes first early on in this game at the 12:50 mark. That was Thomason from Landa, I believe, is the one that got the assist on that one. Cross taking the draw, going against, can't see who that is. That's Mullish. Down low, Mullish putting some pressure on, goes off the back of the net. Up the near side boards. And puck is just bouncing around. Mullish not able to get complete control of the puck. Bounced off the near side boards by Mountain Selects. Okay, they're saying that goal was unassisted. So just Thomason with the goal. No assists on that one. We have an icing call on Team Colorado. That's going to put the face-off down just to the right of Guerrera at the 12:11 mark of the first period. Colorado up 1-0 so far. Cross taking the draw against Flanagan. Colorado comes away with it, chipped up the near side boards. Corrigan beats out number 72, George. Ends up behind the net. Mountain Selects, pick it up, chip it up the near side boards. Marvisi chips it down low. That's picked off. Wadey with a little bit of pressure on Lake. Lake gets it and carries it down. Shot towards the net, saved by Guerrera. Easy save, able to see everything there. Bachman carries it in, centering pass to Wadey. Wadey not able to get a solid stick on it. Chipped up and batted at by number 71, Reynolds. She tries to get it down low, not able to do so. Bounced off the near side boards, and it ends up back in the zone, but it was brought in by number 20, Biniecki, so no offsides there. Marvisi now with it. Thrown up the boards, picked up, chipped off the near side boards, but picked up by 81, Garafa. Biniecki gets it up to number 20, that was to number 20, Biniecki. Mountain Selects towards the net, picked off by Marvisi. And number 71, Reynolds, carried it for a little bit. Gray picks it back up and ends up losing it. Choi off the far side boards, and that's chipped down by Ingram. Fry now with it. Quick change of direction behind the net. Pass that's intercepted by the Mountain Selects and chipped up. Not out. Picked off by Choi. Choi with it. And she lost a handle on that one. It ended up going to number 60, Ingram, and she chipped it out of the zone. Team Colorado again with it. Rowan has the puck. She's looking to hand it off, gets it off to Gray. Gray carries it in, hands it over to Thomason, and then shot and a save by the goaltender Loeb. And we get another stoppage of play. That was an errant pass by Gray that ended, or Gray or Rowan, it might have been Rowan, but it rolled off of her stick and went to Thomason, who didn't have a whole lot of room, but still got a shot off, but hit the goaltender right in the chest. Landa taking the draw, batted back, and that's Fry. She throws it down low. Mountain Selects carry it out. Cross with it, ends up losing it. Fry now with it. She takes it in front of her own net and then blows the tire, goes down. Puck's stuck on the back wall. Colorado comes out with it. Sorry, Team Colorado, because both teams are Colorado teams. Chipped in low by Landa. Picked off. And that ekes its way out of the zone. Eaton with it. She throws it in. Number 79, as Lannion carries it in. Thomason now with it as it's batted out of the zone. She steps around number 72, George. Thomason still battling. She just backhands it down low. Mountain Selects go back to pick it up. Plowman not able to handle that one out of the zone. Batted at by Collins. Collins battling for it. Good no call there by the, well, I was wrong. We got a trip or a slashing call being made on, I believe, Collins. Slashing call made by Collins. Collins going to the box. That's going to put Mountain Selects on a power play for the next minute and a half. We are at the 8:10 mark of the first period. Shot towards the net. Blocked up front. And chipped out of the zone. Mountain Selects have to come back to pick it up. Number 81, I believe that is. Garaffa picked it up and then chipped past her. Back to Garaffa and over Bachman and down into Team Colorado's zone. Good block by Malish. Colorado controlling it in their own zone. And chipped up and out back into the neutral zone. Lake with it. Chipped up the near side boards. Batted at. Plowman gets it towards the net. Malish picks it up in the near side corner. Out front. Plowman with a shot rolled right off of the edge of her stick, so she didn't get much on it. That rolled towards Loeb, and Loeb covers that one up. So we get a stoppage of play and a face-off. A face-off in the Mountain Select zone just to the right of the goaltender. Reynolds taking the draw, going against Flanagan. Flanagan wins that one. Shot towards the net, goes off a stick up front. Mountain Selects pick it up and carry it through the neutral zone, but number 24, Cross, gets hauled down. No call on that one. Rimmed around over to the near side. Flanagan tries to pick it up. She does. Gets it up to Corrigan. Corrigan just chips it in and then chases it down. Not able to get to it first. Back up to the point. Shot towards the net. Saved by the goaltender. That shot, I believe, was by Rowan. So we have another stoppage of play and a face-off to the right of Loeb. Flanagan taking the draw out with Corrigan and I believe that's Wadey on the far side. Kind of hard to tell. Colorado is back at full strength, by the way. Back up to the point. Rowan with it. Over to Fry. Fry lost a handle on it, but managed to keep it in. Shot towards the net. Bouncing around. Up to the point. Rowan gets it. Walks down the boards. Over to the near side. Fry picks it up. Gets around a couple of the Mountain Selects players. Ends up losing it to Aslanian up the far side, but not out. And finally on the second attempt, it is out, but that's going to go for an icing at the 5:38 mark of the first period. Shots on goal is 7-3 in favor of Colorado so far. Mountain Select seemed like they're putting a little bit more pressure on this game than they did the last one. So we'll see if Colorado can weather it. Colorado comes out of that face-off with the puck. Gray with it. Tried to center that one. Goes past Choi off the near side boards. Down in, shot. Don't know where that is. Oh, that popped up. I don't think Guerrera knew where that puck was. Puck stuck in the near side corner. Mountain Selects come out of the corner with it. Chipped up the boards. And not out, as can't read her number because she's got her jersey tucked in. But Mountain Selects keep it in on both sides. Back behind the net. Chipped up the boards, picked off by the Mountain Selects, thrown back down low. And finally pops out of the zone. Lake not able to hold that in. She has to go back to pick that up. No icing there. Colorado goes for a wholesale change. Thomason with it. She loses a handle on it. She would have had a good run towards the net, but not able to keep control of it. Pops out of the zone again. Thomason putting some pressure on. Mountain Selects reset, and they are really hounding Colorado, Team Colorado, right now. No icing there. Eaton racing for it. She picks it up down below the goal line. Thomason now with it. Centering pass. Nobody in front of the net. Picked up by 20. Biniecki, and she just throws it all the way down, and that goes for an icing on Mountain Selects. We're at the 3:24 mark of the first period. Over in the other rink, we have the 14U AAA team playing, I believe, Arizona. The Kachinas. So both 14U teams are going at it for Team Colorado. Kept in the zone, thrown down low by Plowman, chipped back up, and batted at by Butenweiser and kept down low. Plowman angling to get to the puck. Milish right there, not able to keep it in, or not able to keep it down low. Pops up, Bachman manages to keep it in. Butenweiser misses the puck, but brought in offsides by the Mountain Selects. We are now at the 2:50 mark of the first period. Shots on goal 8-3. Score is 1-0 in favor of Colorado, off of a unassisted goal by Thomason. Milish carries it up and throws it into the Mountain Select zone. Lake back to pick that one up. She takes it behind the net, looking to hand it off. Quick change of direction to get around from Landcamer. Landcamer putting some pressure on. Rowan manages to keep that one in, but Lake picks it back up, carries it out of the zone. Rowan knocks it off of her stick. And Milish picks it back up to Landcamer. Landcamer had it knocked off of her stick by Lake. Carried in by Reynolds. Reynolds trying to get to the net, not able to do so. Couple Team Colorado players right there. Over to the far side, Rowan chips it up and not able to do much with it. Puck is bouncing around quite a bit towards Guerrera, and she was in good position to make a save right there. Up to Plowman. Plowman throws it towards the net. It goes wide. Picked up on the far side by Lake. Lake brings it down low, and she gets hit by Landcamer, and that's going to put Landcamer in the box for a roughing. Easy call by the official there. Landcamer gave Lake a little bit of an extra shove, and now she has to go think about her choices in life for the next minute and a half. That's going to put Team Colorado on a penalty kill for the next minute and a half. And we have exactly 1 minute and 33 seconds left in the first period. Looks like Wadey took the draw on that one for Team Colorado and ended up getting it back. Colorado now controlling it up to Wadey. Wadey carries it in, goes wide, hounded by a couple players down behind the net, and she gets shoved up against the boards, but no call as it was a good angle or good position. Collins not able to keep the puck out of her own zone. Mountain Selects get it down low and then picked up by, can't tell who that was, Butenweiser, I believe. Finally pops out of the zone, and the Mountain Selects pick it back up. Number 16, Pulliam with it, and she throws it over to the far side. Carried in by number 79, Aslanian, and shot towards the net. Guerrera not able to keep that one out of the back of the net. And that is the first goal that is scored on Team Colorado in this entire tournament. And I believe that was number 72 that got that one, George. We'll see if we can hear who the goal and assists are when they announce it. But we are back to a tied game with 28.8 seconds left off of a power play goal by Mountain Selects. Mountain Selects controlling it as time winds down on this period. Marvisi not able to get a handle on that one. Back up to Gray, and Gray, just as she's about to bounce it off the sideboards. Sorry, that was Storfa, not Gray. Just as she was about to bounce it off the sideboards, the horn sounded, so we get a end of period indication. We'll be right back with the start of the second period. All right, start of the second period. Milish taking the draw. Mountain Selects pick it back up, chip it over to Marvisi. That pass is picked off. Marvisi with a good skate in the way, able to get the puck, keep the puck off the Mountain Select stick. Thrown towards the net, goes off of a shin. It looks like we got one of the Mountain Select girls down. She went down a little hard. I think that was 81, Garafa. And we got an offsides call. Sorry, that wasn't Garafa. Can't tell her number. 41, Lappin. Looked like she went down a little bit hard. She did go back to the bench. Seems to be okay, but hopefully nothing serious. Puck's batted at by Colorado, and Plowman carries it into the zone, gets it down low. Centering pass, popped up front. Marvisi chasing it down. Bats it off the backboards, pops out of the zone, picked up by Milish. Milish carries it in through the neutral zone and throws it down low, rims around all the way over to the far side, picked up by Plowman. And she tried to chip it past the Mountain Selects player, not able to do so. Lake picks it up down below the goal line. Tried to rim it around, had it taken off of her stick, pops back out. Marvisi able to keep it in. Marvisi centering pass and backhander towards the net by Plowman, but not able to get a whole lot on it. And that just ekes its way to the goaltender Loeb, and she covers it up. So we get a stoppage of play at the 14:42 mark of the second period. Shots on goal is 9-6, but the score is tied at 1. Flanagan taking the draw, going against, I believe, number 71, Reynolds. Back to the point, Rowan with it. She elects not to take a shot and moves closer to the boards, goes for the bad angle shot. Corrigan with it now. She's hounded by a couple of the Mountain Selects players. Wadey steals it, shot towards the net. It goes wide over to the near side corner. Batted around, and another one towards the net. Fry picks it up on the near side half wall and just chips it down low. Wadey back to get it behind the net. The Mountain Selects are closing off that slot pretty darn quick and putting a lot of pressure on Team Colorado. They're not getting really good shots off. Wadey picks it up in the near side corner and again is hounded, and we have a call being made now on a body check. I think that's Wadey going to the box. It's a Team Colorado parade to the penalty box for this game so far. Not the way you want to play. So that's going to put the face-off down in the Team Colorado zone right in front of us, just to the left of Guerrera. The last time Mountain Selects got a power play, they ended up scoring on it and tying the game up. So let's see what they're able to do for this one. Rowan with it off of that face-off. Change of direction. Chips it up the near side boards. Batted down low by number 81, Garafa. Centering pass. Fry is angled off the puck but gets back a hold of it. And we have a penalty being called. Shot and a goal! Shorthanded. But it was on a delayed penalty. And I believe that was Corrigan with the goal. Corrigan from Fry is my guess on that one. And it was shorthanded. But there was a delayed penalty that was being called by the official. So if Mountain Selects had touched it, it would have been blown dead. Colorado managed to get around that one. So we're still playing 5-on-4 for another minute and 6 seconds. Collins with it and chips that in. Mountain Selects pick it back up. Number 60 throws it up. Ingram throws it up to 72. George throws it in. Budenweiser rims it around all the way over to the Near side, Eaton gets it around the defender. Eaton carries it in, chips it in down below the goal line. Back to get it. Eaton putting on some good pressure on the half wall. Mountain Selects come off the wall with that. Pass it up. Butenweiser picks it up on the near side and just throws it all the way down. No icing there as that went off of number 16, Pulliam. Over to the far side boards. Carried in. Landa hands it off to Butenweiser. Butenweiser back down to Landa. Colorado just trying to waste time on this penalty kill. Butenweiser chips it down low. Landa back up and shot, and a save by Loeb just as time expires on the Colorado penalty. We're at the 12:21 mark of the second period. Current score 2-1 off of a shorthanded goal by, I believe, Corrigan. Colorado back at full strength now. We have Landa taking the draw out with Thomason and Eaton. Thomason with it, takes it deeper into the zone down below the goal line. Rimmed around by number 24, Cross. Not out as Colorado is able to keep it in. Puck's bouncing around and Loeb covers that one up very quickly to get us another whistle. And we are at the 12:07 mark of the second period now. Collins picks it up off the faceoff and just chips it down low. Choi with it. Puck is bouncing around between a whole bunch of players right in the slot. Mountain Selects picks it up. Butenweiser keeps it in though. And back to the point. Butenweiser just throws it back down low. Gray not able to get to it. Rimmed around past Choi. Collins gets it and throws it back down low. Lake with it now. Lake, quick change of direction, gets it up to the far side half wall. Batted at, but not out on the first attempt. Storfa right there to prevent that puck again from getting out. Chipped up the boards, and Mountain Selects come away with it. And we got an offsides call as number 71, Reynolds, was in the zone before Callis. So we got a stoppage at the 11:09 mark of the second period. Mullish taking the draw, and that puck just stalls right there on the faceoff. Back to Marvisi. Marvisi loses a handle on it. Bachman now with it. She ends up losing it. Marvisi chips it up the boards. Not able to do much with it. Centering pass up to Landcamer. Landcamer carries it and tries to get it in. Mountain Selects come away with that, and not able to hold it in was Marvisi. Malish gets it up to Plowman. Plowman throws it down low. Takes a little exception to number 20, Benny Ickey's hit of her. Marvisi walks in. Marvisi wide of the net. Great play by Marvisi to work the puck around. Bachman gets it, throws it down low. Back up to the point. Bachman throws it again wide of the net, but down low. Plowman there. Centering pass. Malish right there to try and get a shot off. That's blocked. Puck's bouncing around right in the slot. Chipped up and out, and we got an icing call. And icing's finished off. .9:51 left in the second period. Colorado up by a goal, 2-1. Wadey picks it up in the near side corner. Puck is still stalled below the goal line. Corrigan with it. Centering pass picked off by Lake. Lake with a good stick. Throws it down low. Fry having to chase it back down. Over to Flanagan. Up and not out as number 24, Cross, was able to keep it in, but it ends up back on Corrigan's stick. Cross putting some pressure on Corrigan. And Flanagan not able to keep it in the zone. Rowan now with it. Rowan carries it in. Loses a handle on it, but it stays with it down below the goal line. Finally had it knocked off her stick a second time, but pops out in the slot. Flanagan down to help out right in the slot. Shot blocked up front. Mountain Selects come away with that one and chip it up and out. Fry now with it, throws it off the far side boards, but crosses over the blue line offside, so we get a stoppage of play and a face-off in the neutral zone just in front of the Team Colorado bench. Landa taking the draw. Thomason carries it in, throws it towards the net, blocked up front. Eaton there to put some pressure on, pops up and out of the zone. Budenweiser has to chase it down. Up towards Eaton, goes through Eaton and number 60, Ingram, and ends up down below the goal line in the Mountain Select zone. Chipped up and out. Collins there, but she's not able to maintain control of the puck. Brought in by 55, shot wide. That was Callias with the shot on net. Budenweiser now with it, takes it behind the net. Backhanded up. And Mountain Selects are able to keep it down low. Up to Eaton. Eaton, little chip and managed to get it out of the zone. Off the near side wall. Budenweiser putting on some pressure against number 60, Ingram. Thomason with it now. Loses a handle on it. Landa gets it and throws it just out. Mountain Selects pick it back up. Trush gets it and throws it towards the net. It goes just wide of Guerrera. Over to the far side. Collins right there to put some pressure on. Trush with it right in the slot, but not able to get good stick on it, and ekes its way towards Guerrera, and she covers that puck up. So we get a stoppage of play at the 6:56 mark of the second period, my bad. Colorado wins that one. Bachman gets it, tries to rim it around, but that's blocked behind the net. Colorado does get it back. Marvisi up to Choi. Choi tries to carry it in and ends up losing a handle on it. Yeah. Yep. Back down into the Colorado zone. Bachman with it. Takes it behind the net. Tries to get it up to Choi. They do not connect. That goes down low. Marvisi having to race to pick it up. She does. Chips it around over to the far side. Puck's stalled right on the half wall. Gray over to Choi. Choi with it. Ends up going wide. Tries to get it down low and had it knocked off her stick. Mountain Selects managed to get it back out of the zone. Chipped up. And Gray with it now. Gets it over to Storfa. Storfa down low for Choi. Choi on a backhand with a nice kick save by Loeb as that pops out of the zone. Marvisi gets it up to, who is that, Plowman, towards the net, ends up behind the net. Plumman centering pass. Storfa manages to keep it down low. Sorry, that was Milish, not Storfa. Marvisi with it. Gets it over to Milish, and a shot up over the net. Puck's right there in the slot, bouncing around. Marvisi with a shot. It blocked up front. Picked up by Lake. Lake comes flying up the ice. Tries to get around Fry, not able to do so. Fry with it. Carries it in. And is on the half wall. Can't really see Will, but we got a penalty being called. And it looks like it's on Mountain Selects for tripping at neutral zone. Or in the neutral zone, which is a good call. Tripping interference because the Colorado player did not have the puck anywhere near her. She got tripped up. So that is number 79, Aslanian, going to the sin bin for the next minute and a half. That's going to put Colorado on a power play, trying to extend their lead for this game. Colorado wins the faceoff there. Ends up behind the Mountain Selects net. Brought up. And over to the far side. Wadey picks it, or our near side, Wadey picks it up. Throws it down low. But the Mountain Selects get to it first. Centering pass back up to Rowan. Rowan with it. Puck is in the slot, just bouncing around from player to player. Rowan able to keep it in. And she gets it over to Wadey. Wadey with a shot that ends up behind the net. Chipped up the boards. Fry manages to keep it in. Corrigan battling down below the goal line for it. And finally, the Mountain Selects rimming around, but not out as Fry's right there. Pops up and out. Rowan with it now. Up to Wadey. Wadey carries it in. Over to Thomason. She's not able to handle that. A grenade's off her stick. Wadey now with it. Takes it behind the net. Centering pass right up in front. Thomason right there. Backhands it towards the net, but that's blocked. Wadey's shot. She picks it up. That's also blocked. Rimmed around over to the near side. Rowan with it. Over to Thomason. Shot. Saved by Loeb and covered up. Mountain Selects are back at full strength. Score is still stalled at 2-1. We are going to be doing an ice resurfacing in between the second and third period. So we're going to take a little bit of a break then. Again, I'm going to mute the mic so that we don't get a lot of ambient noise. Stick with us. We still got a third period to be played after this period's over. Thomason picks it up down low and gets pushed out off the puck. Mountain Selects carry it in. Past Butenweiser, that was number 79. That was Aslanian. Chipped up the boards by Collins. Collins gets it up to Eaton. Eaton up to Landa. Landa carries it in, but ends up having it knocked off her stick, and that enters offsides at the 2:31 mark of the second period. Shots on goal right now are in Colorado's favor, 24-10, but the score is 2-1. Landa taking the draw. Colorado wins that one. Eaton with it and just throws it down low. Puck is stalled on that near side corner. Don't really have good visibility there, so don't know what happened. Butenweiser pushes it off the backboards, picks it back up, tries to get it up to Landa. Goes down into the Mountain Select zone. Brought up the near side off the half wall and chipped up. Not out as Butenweiser right there to keep the puck in. Collins now with it, and that pops up out of the zone. That went off the stick of Lappin and into the Colorado bench. 1:56 left in the second period. Gray taking the draw, going against Reynolds. And Gray wins that one, but not cleanly as Mountain Selects come away with it. Mountain Selects try to carry it in, and on sides, Gray with it now. Tries to get it up to Choi. They do not connect. Marvisi picks it up and throws it down low. Choi with it. She backhands it behind the net. Misses Gray, rolls over to the near side. Bachman picks it up, but not cleanly. Choi now with it. Chipped up, and that's kept in by number 81, Garoff. Puck's bandied about down low. Bachman and Gray battling for it. Gray comes away with it. Throws it up the boards. Bachman with it. She loses a handle on it. Marvisi has to race back to pick it up off the far side boards. Marvisi again with it and had it knocked off her stick. Gray gets it up to Storfa, just takes a whack at it. Time's running out in this second period. Mountain Selects with it. And Marvisi puts it back in on an offsides call. So we're at the 14.7 mark of the second period. Current score 2-1, and a face-off just in front of the Colorado bench late in this second period. Malish taking the draw, and Plowman gets it and kicks it down low as time slowly runs out. Mountain Selects with it now. They're just trying to keep it out of their own net for the remainder of the second period, and they do. That does it for the second period. We're going to be back after an ice resurfacing for the start of the third period. Stick with us. We got one more period of hockey to be played. And we got a tightly contested game at 2-1. All right, folks, we are ready to get rolling with the third period. Both teams have taken the ice. Gray taking the draw, and she wins that back to Fry. Fry with it now off the near side boards up to the Mountain Selects, who just chuck it right into the Team Colorado zone and do it a second time, but that time it was offsides. Ingram with the chuck that actually put the puck in offsides on the second attempt. So we're going to have a face-off on the near side in the neutral zone. Gray again taking the draw. And won by the Mountain Selects. 71, Reynolds gets it into the zone and throws it around over to the far side. Mountain Selects battling down low in the Colorado zone. Over to the far side, Choi not able to handle that one, thrown up the boards and not out as Rowan was able to keep it in for just a hair, but ended up losing it. Up to Choi. Choi gets it to Storfa. Storfa throws it towards the net, bounces around, and snagged up by Loeb. And she gets a stoppage of play and a face-off just to her left.
I got to remember I got to stop watching the game and look here. Because I was like,
it's hard to do, isn't it? Landa taking the draw. Back to Collins. Collins with it. Bats it down low. Up the boards. Past Collins. Butenweiser having to chase it down. Hounded by number 41, Lappin. Bounced off the near side boards. Not out by Butenweiser. And the Mountain Selects keep it down low in the Colorado zone. Rimmed around over to the far side. Eaton not able to get it out as she redirected it, but it was kept in by Mountain Selects, but only temporarily. Off the near side boards, up and out. Collins had it knocked off her stick. Chipped down low, centering pass. Back up to Lake. Lake with it, throws it down low. Another centering pass. Shot wide of the net. Puck's bouncing around right up in front. Eaton now with it, backhands it to Thomason. Landa up to Thomason. Thomason with it, gets around one of the Mountain Selects girls, backhands it to Landa. Landa throws it down low, but that's picked off, chipped up and out. Butenweiser having to chase it down. That's going to go for an icing call if it makes it all the way, and it does not. Butenweiser with it, and that's picked off. Butenweiser again with it, backhands it out to Ingram. Ingram chips it back in down low. Shot on, saved by Guerrera, and she covers that one up with a nice kick save. I thought that was earmarked for that lower corner of the net, but Guerrera kicked that pad out and managed to keep it out. Team Colorado trying to get it out, and they do not do so. Puck stalled right on the blue line, but kept in by the Mountain Selects. Second attempt gets it out. Corrigan ended up chipping it out, but brought back in. Puck is just bouncing around every direction. Land camera with it, backhands it up the boards, and Malish is pinched off on the boards, and the puck is kept in by number 16, Pulliam. Shot saved by Guerrero over to the far side. Landcamer not able to get to that first. Is kept down low. Marvisi now with it. Gets it up to Plowman. Plowman not able to get it out. Finally out on a second attempt, and that goes all the way down. No icing there. Thrown down low. Picked up by, I believe that's Gray.
Okay, I got it on a different camera.
Chipped up and out. And Lake picks it up in the neutral zone for Mountain Selects. And backhanded into the zone by the Mountain Selects. Rowan carries it up. Long pass over to the near side. Bounced off the boards. Past Corrigan. 24, Cross carries it in, but she's hounded by one of the Team Colorado defenders. Fry now with it. Quick change of direction. Bounced off the near side boards and up, but not out as Mountain Selects are able to keep it in. I stand corrected. Number 20, Biniecki chipped it back in on an offsides call, so we get a stoppage of play at the 10:49 mark of the third period. Gray taking the draw, going against Reynolds. Colorado comes away with that one. Choi not able to handle it. Choi picks it back up and throws it all the way down. That goes around to the near side board. Storfa there to put on some pressure. Goes past Gray. And thrown in by Gray and managed to keep it on sides. Budenweiser back to pick it up behind the net. She's not able to get it past one of the Mountain Selects girls. Puck is bouncing around. As Lannion is down there battling for it behind the net. Finally picked up by Choi. Choi chips it up, but not able to get it out of the zone. Over to the near side. Budenweiser picks it up. And long pass pops out of the zone, but Choi not able to handle it. She misses it on the second attempt. And Collins now with it. Collins tries to chip it up the boards, and that's stuck in a skate. Puck is now down below the goal line. Choi gets it, bounces it off the boards, but not out. Collins with it below the goal line. Comes up the near side. Backhands it up and out. Ingram gets it and just throws it back down low. Budenweiser picks it up. Chips it up and out of the zone. And we got an offsides as it had cleared the zone, but the Mountain Selects chip it back in. 9:08 left in the third period. Yep, Mountain Selects has been putting on good pressure. Marvisi's hauled down. No call by the officials there. Landa with it. Backhanded down low by Landa. Eaton picks it up and gets pinched up against the boards. And we got a call being made on Mountain Selects, I believe. Let's see what the call is. 24, Cross going to the box for a body check. So that's going to put Colorado on a power play. Malish taking the draw. Back to Marvisi. Marvisi shot towards the net, goes up over the net. Good attempt by her. Very quick shot. Back down low for Plowman. Bounced off the boards. Bachman with it. Gets it down to Landcamer. Landcamer with it. Loses a handle on it. Batted at by Plowman. Plowman back to Landcamer. Puck's bouncing around. Centering pass. And popped up out of the zone. Bachman back to pick it up. Mountain Selects pick it up in their own zone. Over to the far side. Up and out. Bachman with it. Marvisi gets it down low. Ingram picks it up and is hounded by Milish, and we got another penalty on Team Colorado. That's going to be a body checking, and it is Milish going to the box to think about her choices in life for at least a minute and 30 seconds. That was a good call by the official. As much as I don't want Colorado girls to go on a penalty kill, that was a good call. .7:31 left in the third period. Time winds down. We are stuck at 2-1 and have been for quite a while. Colorado wins that one. Wadey with a head of steam comes flying in, trying to get around Garafa, and Garafa with a great play. She comes flying out of the Mountain Select zone with a little bit of 4-on-4 hockey going on. We're seeing a little bit more speed with the additional open ice. Mountain Selects are back at full strength. So we got a power play for the remaining roughly minute or so of the Colorado penalty. Shot towards the net, that's blocked. Colorado comes back with it. Collins with it, rims it around over to Wadey on the near side. Wadey backhands it up and out. Ingram with it, throws it towards the net. Throws it towards Colorado zone. That's picked off by Wadey. Wadey takes the tumble as Lannion carries it into the Colorado zone. Fry with good stick work. Thrown towards the net, goes off the back wall, picked up by number 20, Beniicki, and Lake gets it and throws it down low. Again, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing the names of some of these players. These are not ones that I'm normally used to doing. Lake racing back to pick it up. Picked off by Wadey. And Lake gets it back, comes up out of her own zone into the neutral zone and chipped down low by Gray. Storfa racing down to pick it up. Storfa putting on some good pressure, left it for Gray. Gray with it now. Shot towards the net. I think that went off of Storfa's stick, but she wasn't able to do much with it. Back to the point, shot on, saved by Loeb. Over to the near side. Fry not able to keep it in. Fry bounces it off the boards. Near side boards, a race to get to the puck. 24 cross beats out Choi, and it pops up out of the zone. Both teams back at even strength now. We're at the 5:10 mark of the third period. Rimmed around over to the far side, chipped out by Choi on a really good tip. Over to the near side boards, kept in by Gray. Storfa with it, gets it over to Thomason, shot. Sorry, that wasn't Thomason, that was Choi with a great play from Storfa. Gray battling for it right now. Collins not able to keep it in, but still maintains control of the puck. Thomason now with it. Shot towards the net, saved by the goaltender. Picked up by 81, Garafa. Garafa with it. And thrown up and out, and that's going to go all the way down for an icing at the 4:09 mark of the third period. Shots on goal is currently at 29-13. Colorado seems to have stepped it up a little bit in the last couple minutes. Landa taking a draw, and no clear win into there. Mountain Selects eventually come away with it. Rimmed around over to the near side. Benny Icky picks it up, and bumped by Landa, and up and out of the zone. Eaton putting some pressure on and manages to get a hold of the puck, chip it off the boards. Back to Lake. Lake with it. Tries to get it up to one of her teammates. Picked off by Butenweiser and thrown down low. Lake racing to get to it, but Eaton with a good head of steam manages to beat her out. Landa gets a hold of the puck. Eaton with it now. Bounces it off the back of the net. Not able to get it out front. Collins now with it. Shot blocked up front. Another shot towards the net, and that goes on the goaltender. Oh, there should be sound now. I guess it didn't register when I flipped it down. My bad on the no sound part. I didn't realize that we didn't have audio. Back to the point. Rowan shot towards the net. Hit a body up in front. Bounces through the slot. Up and out. And that's going to go for an icing call. All the way down. Marvisi racing to get to it though. No icing. It does not make it all the way down. Chipped up by Plowman. Landcamera putting on some pressure, rimmed around over to the far side. Milish with it and not able to get it down low. Lake rolls it up to Rowan on the far side. Plowman not able to get a solid shot on. Now that one's going to go for icing all the way down at the 2:27 mark of the third period. Current score still 2-1. Colorado up. Shots on goal 32-13. Mountain Selects not able to get a lot of shots on the Colorado goaltender. Looks like we got a timeout being called by one of the teams. We will be back shortly. So stick with us. We got another 2 minutes and 26 seconds to be played. I believe that was called by the Mountain Selects. But we will be back. All right, we are back. Timeout is over. Colorado wins that face-off. Back to the point. Marvisi with it. Back to Wadey. Shot towards the net. Blocked up front by Lake. Backhanded out. Rowan up to Corrigan. Corrigan gets it and throws it down low. Picked up by Ingram. Corrigan there putting some pressure on. Ingram picks it back up. Had it knocked off her stick by Flanagan. Chipped up. Corrigan just bats it again down low. 1:54 left in this period. Up to Marvisi. Marvisi with it. Up to Garafa. Now to Aslanian. She carries it in. Shot towards the net. Goes wide. Picked up on the far side. Empty net goal for Mountain Selects. Rimmed around over to the near side. Let's see if the if Team Colorado can hold on for the remaining minute 20 of this. Lake with some good pressure. Marvisi managed to take the puck away from Lake. Shot on, saved by Guerrera. Another shot blocked up front. Another shot, Guerrera jumps on that one, and we get a stoppage of play at the 58.2 second mark of the third period. Mountain Selects are putting on some good pressure to try and tie this game up. This could be an exciting photo finish. Gray taking the draw. Can't see who she's going up against. Puck's bouncing around in front. Now it's behind the net. Centering pass picked up by the Mountain Selects. Boy, there's a lot of sticks and around that one little itty-bitty puck. I can't even tell who has the puck right now, where it's going. Over to the near side corner, backhanded up and out. Lake not able to keep it in, and finally takes a weird bounce off the glass on a clearing attempt by Colorado. I think that's Rowan with it. She's got it, backhands it up, changes direction, and Mountain Selects keep it in. And that does it. Colorado takes the win. Team Colorado does. So we have the championship game, or championship winner. Team Colorado, 14U AA team, takes the championship for the Rocky Mountain Districts. Second place goes to Mountain Selects. Great game by both teams. The first game was I think it was a 6-0 shutout. So this was a much, much more tightly contested game between these two teams. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and let you do the handshake, or let you watch the handshake. And then we are going to shut down the stream. I think there's also going to be a banner presentation or a trophy presentation. We'll let it go through that too. Yeah. I'll go ahead and leave the audio up, but again, with this noise-canceling mic, it's not going to be very, very loud, but we'll go ahead and let it run. In the meantime, everybody have a good Sunday afternoon, and we will see you later.
And go! Oh, there we go.
You're good. You're good. I'm not using this camera right now. All right, folks, that does it. That is the end of this tournament. Team Colorado taking the 14U Tier 2 14U AA Tier 2 champion or Rocky Mountain District champions. Both of these teams will be next seen in Sioux Falls for the Nationals next month. I believe that's April 3rd through the 7th. In the meantime, everybody have a good afternoon, and we will see you back on this channel